crack. I have a child who thinks that a pinball machine is a chair. Guys, welcome back to Spread Those Wings, episode 255. Buffalo Butte, the dry rub daddy.
The driest and the rubbiest.
Good for you. There's a lot of driest rubs today. We've had some very good luck lately with bowling alley wings in the area. And there's another bowling alley.
I didn't even realize they did takeout.
I just happened to stumble upon it. I'm like, I wonder, as we're getting ready to get pummeled with a snowstorm, I figured we'd stay local. We went to Classic Lanes on Military Road over near Ensminger. Very, very decently priced.
Oh yeah, let me send you the money.
$1.66 a wing, not the worst. And they look different. Bunch of kids cooking them.
Yeah. And it was popping with their league, so.
This week, we have a medium, which is a very dry medium. A sweet chili and a Nashville hot, because all they had was hot, so I figured Nashville's probably the better choice. They look like they're really crispy.
They do. I'll take this honker.
Now make sure when you're done that you give me a detailed description of what you feel about it. To another episode.
Watch it.
The blue cheese is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Not really what I was sure we'd get from a bowling alley with having homemade blue cheese. But it's definitely...
And considering it's more like, it's not really a restaurant bowling alley either, it's a really small area.
Dude, it is a super tiny area.
Did they even have like indoor seating in there? Like 1 or 2 tables maybe?
Maybe.
I'm actually kind of a fan.
For the price, for the fact that Danny wants to go midnight bowling,
I've been midnight bowling there, it's fun.
or shall we say moonlight bowling, because he was correct. But it does not happen at midnight. I'll start us off. I'm going to give it a 7.5 on the crisp. They look like they should be a little crispier. Little flaccid. I'm going to go with an 8.5 on the sauce. That is not what I wanted to do there. 8.5 on the sauce. It's not very saucy, but it almost like absorbed into the wing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of order. That's how fucked up I am right now. Meat, I'll go with an 8. Decent sized wings. Nothing to write home about, but I'm not upset about it. Bonus points, I do believe they gave us pretty much an even amount of flats and drums. Mm-hmm. Flavor, I'll give it an 8.5. That's not the worst medium I've ever had. And price, $1.66 a wing. I'll give it a 7.5. I'll come in with an 80.
I thought they were not uncrispy. I actually thought they were okay. I did have a drum. Could be.
So they look like they should be crispier than they are. I guess was my thing.
Crisp, I'm gonna go with an 8. I did enjoy the crisp. Meat, I had a big drum, and the rest of the drums in there look pretty big. So I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on that. Sauce, I'm gonna go with a 7.5. Wish there was more sauce, but like the sauce got absorbed, so it could just be that, or they just did like a light basting of the sauce. Like we said, there were kids in there, so sometimes they just kind of work quickly. Flavor, I'm gonna go with an 8.5. I did enjoy the flavor. It's a basic medium flavor, but it blends very well with the blue cheese. And then price, what did we say was a buck? You said
$1.67 a wing.
I'll do a 7.5 on the price. It's about par for what the market is. That's an 80.
Good to come in right there with me at an 80. I know I've said it like twice, but I'm actually blown away by the blue cheese.
Yeah, it is very good blue cheese.
It's super creamy, but there's a lot of chunks in here.
I actually went to Mooney's the other day.
I love the Mooney's blue cheese. Our coworker Jonah, I was telling him the other day when he asked about the blue cheese, I told him Mooney's.
I haven't met him.
This is different. We don't really do sweet red chili sauce often.
Yeah.
And usually when we do, it's globbed on there. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, this looks very good.
We're gonna have one without, one with.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna
It's
do.
a really nice looking sweet red chili wing. Why is it so tender?
Because you touch yourself at night. Wow.
Is it like a homemade sauce?
That is like nothing I've ever had before.
In a good way.
Mm-hmm. It's almost a perfect combo of sweet and spicy. I can't tell if it's like a honey.
It does have a very good smoothness to it. Fuck it. You got me confused.
Sexually confused.
I know I just hit the hunger back to Palma sound.
As Franco would say, these wings are a daddy kink.
Not the daddy king. And if you comment and ask what a daddy king is, we don't know.
I actually really like these.
I'm kind of glad we
Pick these?
we were gonna go with
The gold.
the golden barbecue, but online it actually had it listed as Cattleman's Gold. And I like Cattleman's, but like, you know you're not getting anything homemade.
Right, right.
I've never had a wing like this. I'm pretty impressed.
Sorry, this was a big wing.
Oh, you're good, dude.
I'll go. Crisp. I'm gonna go with a 7. Wasn't as crispy as the other one, but I think that's because of the sauce consistency. It's a very smooth but sticky sauce at the same time. Meat. I had 2 decent sized drums. I'm gonna go with a 9. They were pretty big drums. Sauce. I'm gonna go with a 9 as well. There's a ton on there, and it's all over the wing. You get a lot at the bottom too, I believe.
There's a good amount at the bottom.
And it's stuck to the wing. It's not like they dribbled the sauce on there and it just kind of
Rolls off.
Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 9.5. Like, it's very sweet. It's got some heat to it. I'm a fan. And then I'll go with an 8 on the price because I don't mind paying for those. I would eat those like as a wing
full
by
meal.
itself. 85.
Yeah, I think sometimes with wings like that, you're like, oh, I don't think I can actually have a full order. I could polish 10 of those happily. I'm gonna go with what you said. I thought about it. Originally to say no, it's about the same as the other, like a 7.5. I'm gonna go with a 7 on the crisp. It is a little less crispy than the first wing, but I'm gonna go with a 9.5 on the meat. Neither of them were super large, but when I took that first bite, it was like fall off the bone tender, and I don't know how they did that. It's not like they slow cooked them. It's not like they smoked them. Like,
Right, these are for sure deep fried.
yeah. I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on the sauce. I like it. I like how much it was. I wish it was just a little more. I'll go with a 9 on the flavor. I do like that. I enjoy that shit a lot. It's a flavor saver.
Yeah.
Oh, Mikey, that's awful. I'll go with an 8 on the price. Also, like, that's really good. I'll hit that an 84.
And it's fantastic with the blue cheese.
I'm excited to see what this is gonna be
Yeah,
like.
this is like a dry, you can't really see it.
A dry rub Nashville hot. Oh, that actually worked pretty well.
Look at this big boy.
I think this is gonna be one of those ones that you need to do 2 of.
Yeah,
also.
for sure. I'm gonna go with blue cheese first.
It's a little weak.
Yeah, I know what happened.
That hurt. Ruby. That's not nice. Well, don't grab my face like that.
They dry rubbed them first and then cooked them.
I was even doing the same thing you did. They like butter these after they dry rubbed them. They're not bad, but like
You can burn the flavor off if you cook them first and then, or dry rub them first.
it is a fat fucking wing.
Yeah.
Little lackluster. Expected so much more. I'll go with 7 on the crisp as well. I'll go an 8. I'll go an 8. I'm going to the crisp. Definitely had some crunch to it. Still a little bit tender. I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on the meat. That one wing I had was. That is what people try to pass off as big bone, but there was just a lot of fucking meat in there. I'm gonna go with a 6.5 on the sauce. Whether it be that they didn't use enough or they did drop with it on there, it just doesn't hold the flavor to it, which is gonna bring me to a 7.5 in the flavor. It's there, but it's not a lot.
Right.
I'll give them an 8 on the price. Like I would buy these wings again. It's a 77.
These definitely were the crispiest wings. But I think it's because it's a dry rub.
I think if I were to order something like this again, I'd have to do hot with the Nashville hot, like a wet sauce in this to try to
compare it. Yeah. Crisp, I'm gonna go with an 8.5. I did like the amount of crisp on there. Meat, I'll go with an 8.5 as well. 2 decent sized drums. Sauce / dry rub, I'm gonna go with a 5. Not enough on there, or they cooked it off. It just seems like that because a lot of times people will do that with dry rubs. And then flavor, I'm gonna go with a 6. It's a very weak flavor, and there's not too much heat to it. And then I'll go 7 on the price. It ends up being a 70.
That was a very big chunk of blue cheese, and that was delicious. It's like the creamiest chunked blue cheese I've ever had.
It's very strange.
I like it. Picasso. Not a bad place.
No.
Definitely a place I'd be excited. They're not going to unseat Manor Lanes.
No.
The Manor had some better flavors outside of killing us
And
with
then,
that Husserl.
what was that one on Grand Island that was good too?
Excuse me, Mulwitz Lane.
Mulwitz was good too.
Bowling alleys, a hidden gem.
Yeah, it seems to be like they're the spot to go for those.
Dive-esque
Yeah.
wing spots. Gary, anything you want to close out?
Tiki Tribe TV Pro.squarespace.com. That's where all of our past, present, and future podcasts will be. All of our sponsors are on there with their descriptions. Speaking of sponsors, it's almost time for ice cream. We're getting around the corner where the ice cream will be back on the market. Nikki Two Scoops. Check him out once he's open again, I believe, in about
A month and a half.
So, and then use code 716 at chicken_dippin' on Instagram to get the 15% off on your order of these beautiful,
Wonderful,
dipping tubs.
fabulous tub for your chicken.
I think he's got the keychains on there as well.
Yep, they are definitely on there.
AWS wing sauce and
The blood of Jesus
rib sauce. Shout them out every time. It was wonderful talking with her,
Yes.
and you can take it from here.
Jeanette at the beauty parlor. Go see her. She'll make you look real pretty. I won't be seeing her for a little bit, but it's only because I'm preparing for a role in a movie. Shout out to Ty Chemin and the Lady of Castle de la Morte. Might have some of the co-stars in that movie on here at some point coming up.
You know, cool.
Shout out to Rebel Nomad Adventure Gear. Charlie Ertel holding it down, killing with those designs. Some pretty sick shirts, joggers, stuff like that. Really cool hats too. If you know us, you know we're hat guys.
Yeah. It's because I'm balding on the top of my head.
I've just worn a hat since I was like 6 months. Shout out to Jesse and Heather with There's a Draft in here. Working on getting a date to get that back together very soon. Shout out to Unhinged and Untethered. So we'll have news on that in hopefully the next coming weeks here. But I think that is all we have. Anything else you got?
Not that I can think of.
Happy first birthday, Ruby.
Yeah. It just happened.
Yeah. Yeah, my house looks like Toys R Us exploded. But, Gary! Until next time, you keep on spreading those wings. Spread your legs.
Essentially.
Peace out!
Cue the music.